Hey, I'm CDiinky.
Hot and
Oh.
loose in the park. And this is what we're calling our first park boss. And
Oh, he looks
in Ground One,
terrifying.
there was really cool backyard bosses. The brood mother. The
He's
mantis,
giant.
These were all really giant, terrifying foes.
He's
So
huge.
we wanted to keep up that tradition. Yeah, look at this thing. It's terrifying. We wanted to keep up that tradition, but because now you're riding
No,
buggies,
that thing is
giant,
massive.
terrifying, and
Alrighty, before we get into the rest of today's video, I'm going to leave timestamps on the screen so you guys can get my reaction to Axl and the other stuff they've shown. I'm going to do my full reaction of the entire, Gamescom interview. If you do not care about that, click down below or just skip to the end of the video where I talk about a bunch of stuff. But all I ask you is, if you skip to those points of the video, go ahead, like the video, and subscribe, and comment how terrified you are for Axl, because, I'm still shook. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, let's jump straight into things. Grounded 2, Grounded 2, Grounded 2.
Dive into a game that hits a little closer to home as we learn all about the big bosses, bigger biomes, and brand new big buggies coming to a
Yes!
park near you.
Grounded
in
2.
Grounded 2. We've got Chris Parker and Justin Vasquez here from Obsidian.
I know that guy.
Studios
I've shook
to
his
break
head.
down into very small, teeny, tiny parts. I mean, they say good things come in small packages, so thank you so much for helping me unwrap these presents today, guys. How are you today?
we're well. Thank you for having us here. We're very excited to be here to talk about the game.
Yeah, doing great. Super excited to be here.
Fellow
I'm
Bella.
honestly so excited to gush all about the fun I've been having in Grounded 2 since it launched now a month ago into early access.
It's been a month.
I've been having a blast.
That's
but how's the
crazy.
experience been for you
It's been
two?
so fast.
It's been an incredible experience. We're so blessed to have such an amazing community around Grounded 2. Everyone just reacted so well to the announcement and the fact that the game was coming to them so quickly.
Yeah.
And
Facts.
seeing the game in players' hands now, everything that they're doing with it, all the fun they're having with buggies, all the fun they're having in the park, all the different builds that they're making and breaking, and all the great feedback we're getting, it's just getting us super excited and really focus on how we can make the best Grounded 2 possible with our community.
I love that. Chris, have you been
Yeah.
having a good time with it as well?
He's spitting.
I'm just so excited about how well it's been received, because when you're making a game, you have this passion, you have this joy, you really want it to be something that the community is going to love, and they already love Grounded 1, right? So much passion there.
Indeed, we do.
Until you get that into the players' hands and the community's hands, you just don't know exactly. You can hope, but until they've actually sort of tasted that meal, you don't know how it's going to go. And so it went out there. People are super excited about it. They have tons of stuff to say and tons of great ideas, and we love that. And it's just been really exciting.
Amazing. Well, I've tasted it and I've really enjoyed it as well. We've been digging in a lot. It's been so much fun. And obviously you mentioned buggies, one of the big new additions in Grounded 2. And how has community feedback helped improve and expand that kind of area of the game for you guys?
That's a really good question. For us, the buggies were such an important feature to bring to life because it was the #1 requested feature from Grounded 1.
So many people were talking about adding buggies in Grounded 1.
It was a big reason why we wanted to do a sequel in the first place, because we knew to do the buggies properly, we'd have to build the whole world from the ground up to support them and to really make them shine.
Wow, okay.
And so for us, it was a question of the balance of how much of this feature do we want to develop and solidify to make it a full experience and to really show the potential of the feature, but not go so far that we don't get the community's feedback. And so we feel like we found that balance with our Red Soldier and our Orb Weaver buggies.
Yeah.
And now seeing how players are playing with them, what they're doing with it, and what they're asking for, not just for those buggies, but for future buggies, is really giving us a lot of clarity on where we want to bring the feature, how we want to fulfill its potential, and of course, what exciting new buggies we're going to be introducing in the future.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's so many aspects to buggies. Like Justin said, we kind of went for the minimum approach and said, let's see what the community has to say about these. We have all of our own ideas that we're like, these are great ideas, but let's see what the community says first, and then we can kind of hone in on that stuff and help that really guide the future of buggies, whether that be with customization or progression, or even what sort of new buggies we might introduce in the world.
Yeah.
What's been really
That's
great
cool.
is seeing everybody's feedback. A lot of it is very much in line with where we wanted to go.
Absolutely in line.
Yeah.
It's almost all of it's been stuff that we've.
I don't think I have any
talked about.
complaints with the buggies right now, but
And it's
besides
great
them
to see
being
that, and especially,
a little bit weaker than
we look at
usual,
what
but
the community feedback says, and our community guys like put it all together, and we count like what's been upvoted and what people are reacting to the most, and the things that they're reacting to the most are things that we're like, yes,
That's what we
this
want
is
to
so
do.
exciting. This sounds great.
So not only does it confirm our belief that this feature has so much potential, it's really nice to see how aligned we are with our community. And it really feels like we're all one big team trying to make the best Grounded 2 together.
One big colony.
that is true.
Yeah.
One big colony. We're one big happy colony family.
My buggy is called Aunt McPartlin. It's a red soldier ant. I haven't got to Orb Weaver just yet. We're taking our time. Which is a very UK insular joke, but that is fine for you. But have you guys got any buggy names that you're particularly proud of? Any
Oh, here we go.
puns that you've heard?
I've
or
got one
from
up
the
my
team?
sleeve. You, Chris?
Well, no, the favorite one that we always fight around the studio right now is Stinky. I don't know why. Yeah,
Stinky.
when we start up a co-op game for the first time, everybody goes and like makes their buggy real quick together, and then whoever names their buggy Stinky first is the one that wins, basically.
That's a
I always
That's
call
so odd.
Antonio Banteras, because you get
Antonio.
the double ant pun there.
Double ant pun.
And
That's
also just because
crazy.
I like to think of my red ant as this like charming, roguish ally that I'm like going on an adventure with. So
Love
Antonio
that.
Banteras.
That's
These guys are
beautiful. He's your
great.
own
They're so
credit
passionate for the
your
game.
sidekick.
I'm so
That's
proud.
awesome. We have another first in Grounded 2 with our classes. So, I mean, we were chatting a little bit behind the scenes about, I've been loving the mage class personally, but what has been the most exciting developments from either seeing a lot of players get to grips with these classes or from the team themselves?
I mean, when we set out developing archetypes, they were really about just helping.
Oh, you can barely
players
see his face.
understand
My
how
bad,
do I
chat.
best equip my character for whatever it is I'm trying to do today, right? It's you're not locked into being a mage for the whole game. You could
True.
be a mage one night and then switch over to a ranger or a
Very
rogue or
true.
whatever.
Very
You
true.
want to be a sword and board fighter, do that. But let's have the interface help you out and help you sort of like
Oh.
min-max easily into that play style. And to be perfectly honest, I thought this was just like a kind of a nice little quality of life add to the game. And the players love it. Like they think it's fantastic, and they want to know, hey, what are the next ones going to be?
Yeah.
What's equipment that's going to be added so that we
Yep.
can further develop this particular archetype. And that's been really surprising, but also super encouraging and exciting for me, just to see that people love this. Something that I thought
Bring
was
out
pretty
a
small,
summoner
something that
archetype. We
actually
need a summoner
I
archetype.
was actually championed in the first place, and everybody loves it. It's great. It's been really positive reception.
From our point of view, it felt like a natural extension of what Grounded was already doing, and what made Grounded special as a survival game was this really rich RPG fighting system. And to speak to what
That is
Chris
true.
saying, that's also the shared DNA between Obsidian and Eidos Montreal, is that love for both RPG mechanics and progression and player choice. And so this felt like a natural extension of us working together, of us collaborating. And to see it in players' hands, not only them finding really cool ways to break the builds and push them to really cool limits, like the dual wielding rogue that can, one shot
pretty much
even
broken.
our biggest, toughest foes.
Yeah.
But on top of that, seeing them use the builds in really creative, unique ways that, like you said, speak to their play style.
Yep.
And
True.
you're not locked into anything. If you want to be a mage that whips out a sword and a board, you can do that. If you want to be a ranged who is still packing a mallet, you could do that as well. And so we really want the players to express themselves however they want, and we want to get their feedback so that we can find new ways to help them express themselves over the early access of this game.
Love that. I mean, with new classes, we've also got some new bugs as well in Grounded 2.
Just a couple.
How has that been for putting those into the game, implementing them, and how have the community received some of the new ones, like our new scorpions, our caterpillars, etc.? Are there any fan favorites?
The scorpions are annoying. I'm telling you flat out, scorpions are annoying.
But I mean, I think all of them have been really well received, but like for different reasons, of course. So like, we've got a ton of feedback from folks who are like, "Man, the caterpillars are so sweet and they're beautiful.
True.
And I have to kill them. Why
Make
have you
them
done this?
fight
Have you
back
ruined
or
my
something."
life?" blackened my soul with this.
They're
And
just
then,
defenseless. They can't do
another
nothing.
example is this cockroaches where they're like, I can't deal with cockroaches. Why have you put this in the game? This is, we're like, oh, well, we put it in there to be gross. That's why it's there. It's serving its purpose. But the reception to those has been really fun, very exciting.
And on the other side, what was nice for us is when we first started talking about, what creatures we wanted to bring to Grounded 2, I think it was universal. Everyone was like, we need something that is on the same level of terrifying as the wolf spider from Grounded 1.
100%.
And the number one contender was the scorpion. And it
I think the wolf spider is still scarier than the
request from
scorpion.
the community for a long time, and being able to bring that to life, but in a way that does justice to it being this terrifying predator coming after you, and seeing all these reaction videos online of people in their camps being, hunted by the scorpion.
Yeah, they just follow you. They just follow you to your house. I don't know.
This thing is coming after me. What do I do? It's so rewarding.
The amount of times the scorpion's outside my base, it's crazy.
A whole new group of players in interesting ways.
Yeah, you guys have a lot to answer for making me kill the sweet caterpillars and the butterflies, and then also the horrendous night terrors I've had for the scorpions. So yeah, we'll talk afterwards. But speaking of foes and new enemies, I hear we have a new boss to look forward to as well. So
Axl the
can you tell me
Tarantula.
what this new boss is and why you guys are excited for players to take it on.
Happy to. So our new boss is a giant tarantula.
Oh,
Jesus
my
Christ, you said it.
Who has gotten loose in the park. And this is what we're calling our first park boss. And
he looks
in Grounded 1,
terrifying.
there was really cool backyard bosses. The brood mother.
He's
mantis,
giant.
These were all really giant, terrifying foes.
He's huge.
We wanted to keep up that tradition. Yeah, look at this thing. It's terrifying. We wanted to keep up that tradition, but because now you're riding buggies,
that thing is massive.
terrifying and monstrous, has to scale.
That thing is
proportionally.
ginormous.
And so we really wanted to nail that primal feature creature terrifying.
I'm stun locked.
Experience for players. And again, it was just
That is
the clear first choice for us was we have to bring that fantasy of the.
You see how big it was compared to the Orb Weaver? The Orb Weaver was like this big.
And then we had to look at scale. I mean, it is, I don't even know if you can tell from the footage we just showed
It looks
how
huge.
immensely huge
That
this
thing is
So,
massive.
The character in that footage is riding around on its own Orb Weaver spider, and the Orb Weaver looks teeny tiny compared to the tarantula, because it's about 3 times bigger than a wolf spider, which is one of the largest creatures
Jeez,
in Grounded 1.
I think it's about
It is.
16 times bigger than the player. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
16
massive.
times.
It's
How are we going to
massive.
kill that
It's
thing?
absolutely huge, and we think
Don't
players
jump
will have
out
a
at
lot of
me.
fun with it. It's got its own arena. It's got its own sort of recipe and things that you've got to do in order to summon it and bring it in.
Yeah.
But, we think it's a pretty exciting boss.
Yeah, it looks huge. And
I don't like the
terrifying
heartbeat.
For sure. How did you guys land on the name Axl? That's so cute, for one. I'm guessing it's a pet.
Look how small you are in the arena.
We just found, oh no.
So one of the best things about our franchise is it's set in the 90s. This one's set in 1992.
Home Alone
in
reference?
1992, and so there's all this nostalgia around that era that means a lot to all of us. And Axl is actually a reference to Home Alone. In Home Alone,
Travis Gaming.
the
Travis Gaming got
has
that.
a pet tarantula called Axl that gets loose. And
Nice.
So that's
Nice.
our little
Home Alone
Easter egg.
reference. There we go.
I love that. I love that it makes sense in the world of Grounded too, but also it's just a sick callback to real world movies
Right.
and stuff.
There's
Love
a couple
it.
of more Home Alone references in the game, so around Axl. So I
Ooh,
can't
okay.
wait to see if the
Maybe the
community
armor
catches
set
them
and
all.
stuff.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to this big boss Axl.
Okay, come
I'd
on.
love to
Let's
hear
see more
some
of him.
Tips from you guys about taking him on. I'm terrified already, and I'm hoping I don't have to do it alone. But yeah, do you have any tips for players on taking them down?
Good luck.
Well, I mean, with basically any adventure in Grounded, got to load up before. You got to prepare for whatever your adventure is going to be.
20
You make sure
million
you've got enough
smoothies.
Food and water and healing supplies. And then you're just going to
Look
have
how
to go in
big
and
it
die
is.
A couple of times. That's basically what's going to have to happen.
That scream's
There's
doing
a lot
nothing.
of,
Look how big it
special
is.
attacks that are really cool. And you're
It,
just going
it,
to kind of learn that sequence because
it stomps you on the ground.
there's also some stages to that boss fight as well. So
Multiple
once
stages.
you figured out the first one, you're going to have a couple of surprises for you.
Okay.
Figure out the second one. couple of surprises for you.
Okay, it's
Hopefully
different
it'll keep players
stages.
entertained for a while, and when they finally beat it, there's a lot of goods on the horizon there. You know, you can, like with everything in Grounded, you ultimately murder it and then turn it into fashionable
Armor sets,
attire.
yeah.
And that's
Do we get to see it, maybe?
Where
Do we get to
trophies
see the
on
armor
the
set?
bottom. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Make weapons and armor with that, maybe some furniture.
Weapons, we're getting multiple weapons. They
You wanna
said
upholster
weapons.
something With that, and that's exactly what you can do here.
My advice would be, whether you're playing single player or with your friends, to bring a friend. So with your Orb Weaver
I'm
buggy.
going in solo.
You know, hey, if you want to take it on alone, go for it. Become
Yeah.
the stuff of YouTube and Twitch legend. But if you
I'll try.
to
Like,
survive,
that thing is massive.
bring your Orb Weaver buggy. It will come in handy.
I hate that.
immensely.
This is like triggering my arachnophobia, and I don't have that. Look
And
how big it is.
We had a lot of
Look
fun
how big it is.
figuring out, okay, what makes
That
fighting
thing
a
is-
giant creature on another giant creature.
Oh, and it has a
unique
roar.
experience. So we
That
really
looks
hope that
sick.
The players will get a kick.
Where's he
out
going?
of The grounded
He
style
digs under the
type,
ground.
But now on their own, impressive.
Okay, this is
Nice. I can't
huge.
wait to try it myself and die multiple times, no doubt. Very good. And Parker, you mentioned that there's some,
I'm
obviously
so
our
hyped for
favorite
this.
Grounded is getting the loot. My favorite thing is going and analyzing everything, breaking it down. Can you tell us a little bit about the spoils that we can expect from the tarantula?
Okay.
Is there going to be some pieces in particular?
Absolutely. So,
What are we
a couple
getting?
that spring to mind is there is an absolutely, as you would expect, massive bow that you
Great
can
bow.
craft. It's
Okay, we
sort
got a
of-
bow.
It's sort of ridiculously large, but that's
Okay, I
what makes
don't-
it sort of charming is that like you made it out of the biggest creature that's been in the yard so far, so it is
So far.
ridiculously large. You can make
So
yourself
far. There's gonna be bigger bosses.
fancy chest to adorn your base.
A new
that
fa- a new
holds a little bit
chest.
More stuff, as I recall
That's correct.
correctly.
Okay.
Of course, again, fashioned out of
New chest. Gotta have
out
to
of
upgrade our
actual
base with
pieces.
that.
You can even make yourself a cool little throne. There's all kinds of stuff you can do.
Look how big it is. I don't like how he's walking towards.
How the community reacts to that, because it's a
It
is
stabs.
a,
Oh, this is crazy.
significantly impressive throne for a
I
significantly
hate
impressive
this.
boss.
Yeah.
I
Spider
hate
King's
this.
throne. That sounds
This-
great. I can't wait to see it. I hope it's fuzzy as well. The
Ugh.
colors on it look so sick. I mean, I'm imagining your guys' offices are kind of just. Do you just have tarantulas kind of like lying around, or any bugs and stuff? Like that would be terrifying.
Our art director makes these massive, mood boards whenever we have a new insect. It's just like a wall of terrors. And we're like, okay, which of these is the most interesting terror to bring to life?
Oh my god.
So when we
I'm
worked on
shocked.
Axl, it
I,
was just
that
all
I knew it was gonna be
different
big, but I
tarantulas
didn't think it was gonna be
going,
that
I didn't
big.
even know tarantulas came in those colors.
Ah, yeah. Your dreams must be haunted, but no. Also, on top of the new boss and the new tarantula, I hear we've got a new biome on the horizon.
New
as well
biome?
for winter. Could you tell me a little bit about
The
what we can
community
expect to
gardens? Is that what they're
explore
talking
there?
about?
Absolutely. For our winter update, we're going to be introducing our first new biome in the park. It's our Garden Biome.
Garden. Yep. Yep.
And what's really exciting about it is that the park allows us to explore
got some concept.
areas that
Got some
are
lemons
really a
or something.
good mix
Apples
of
maybe. Blueberries.
human
That's
crafted,
cool.
handcrafted
Cactuses.
areas as well as the more natural organic areas. And so the idea of a community garden was very appealing for exactly that reason. And so we get to see, our pumpkin
Oh.
patch or a vegetable
Pumpkin
garden,
patch. Okay.
or a greenhouse.
Mysterious stranger
These
there.
all
V's
feel
there.
very
Turn
organic
back.
and
Go
very
away.
wild and very grounded.
There's a
but have
scarecrow.
this new
Yeah, it is a pumpkin
layer
patch.
to it of, no, this was carefully cultivated by
This looks so.
humans
This looks
to be laid
cool.
out
This
in a
looks great.
specific way. And so that gives us the opportunity to do things from a level design and experience design wise that couldn't be done in Grounded 1, can only be done because of the park.
True.
Do you wanna-
Yeah, no, 100%. You pretty much nailed everything there. I'm just super excited about running around amongst giant pumpkins. The greenhouse gives us the opportunity to make a very humid
That's good.
environment, which
Humid
is something that
environment.
we have not had before.
Okay.
I
That's
think we
interesting.
have with the vegetable garden, we're doing some interesting things there that almost turn it into sort of like a hedge maze experience. Like, there's a
Okay,
lot
we're
of
gonna get
things
lost in
doing
here.
that I think are really fun, and and this was all sort of planned in our heads, at least loosely, from the beginning, where let's nail all the foundational stuff with our first early access release and make sure that all of those pieces are there, and then we can do some more experimental stuff. And so when we get to, after we have the Tarantula update in the fall, our winter update is
How soon? How soon? Come on, Chris, tell us when we're getting the update.
All kinds of things on the horizon that we're really geeked up about.
Come on, Chris.
Yeah, lots to look forward to there then.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, is there anything else that you want to share with us just now, right around the corner for Grounded 2, that we can look forward to?
Well, I think there's two things. If you look at a roadmap, you can
They're adding to
see
the roadmap,
that
right?
With the Garden Biome, we'll be introducing our first new buggy, which is the Ladybug.
Okay.
So we're very excited about that.
Ladybug
We
Buggy.
think she's going to bring something unique and fun to the players. And, in
Oh, look at the
general,
eyes.
if the
Oh my
community
god,
wants
that
to get
thing's
excited
cute.
about what it is that we're
That thing's
doing,
adorable.
the roadmap
Look
is
at
a
its
good place to go
eyes.
check out
Oh
everything
my.
we have in mind, and we want to hear people's
Oh.
feedback. We want them to join us.
Wait, you can put a turret on it?
We want them to help
Okay,
sort of
that's sick.
help
Multiplayer
mold what it is
turrets.
that we're
Yeah.
planning to do
Multiplayer
right now.
turrets in your
Like, right now,
buggies. That's epic.
We have a very loose idea of all the things that we think would be super
How would it work in
exciting that
single
would be
player?
great
I'm not
to add
sure,
into the
but that
game.
looks sick.
But you know what? This is a journey that we want to take with the community.
Yeah.
And so, our roadmap is our sharing. This is what we think right now. We want you to come now share with us what you think would be cool and exciting and great for Grounded 2.
I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
really excited to think of some new names, I guess, for this Ladybird mount as well. If you guys had
I
to
have nothing in my head
one
right
real
now.
life, what do you think you would have for a real life buggy? A red soldier and the orb weaver, or the new
A bee
Ladybird?
buggy, for
I
sure.
would,
Bee buggy.
I would definitely take the Red Ant Soldier. The reason why is at least right now, it can kind of do everything, which is
Yeah.
fantastic.
True. That's
it can
true.
Harvest, it can build, it can fight. It goes really
Yeah,
fast.
it can fight. It's not that good at fighting though.
It seems really cute when I pet it, even though it's terrifying.
So
Like
cute.
everything about it is like really great. Like Orb Weaver's cool too, but
We don't care
it's
about the Orb
still
Weaver.
Maybe a little too terrifying for me.
Just say
I
it,
don't see
Chris.
that
Just say you
parking-
hate the Orb
parking
Weaver.
that in your driveway.
Yeah, I'm still not down with that. So we'll see. We'll see as other ones come online. Maybe I'll change my mind.
Yeah, I totally get the appeal of the Red Soldier, and it's got that like off-road ATV feel
Yeah,
to it.
I agree.
Like
Yep.
that dirt bike that you can kind of take out anywhere.
Yeah.
But if I'm honest, right now I'm leaning towards the Ladybug. Maybe it's because it's new and exciting, but
It's-
honestly,
the Ladybug's got a
because as
turret.
player of Grounded 1, that was the one that I wanted to ride the most.
Yeah, everyone rode the back of a Ladybug.
Just by jumping on
Yep,
it and letting me
yep,
carry on. I
there it is.
fantasize about like,
Yeah.
riding this wild creature around the backyard. And so being able to bring that to life in the park, it not gonna lie, it's super satisfying.
Oh,
And
that's
so, yeah.
nice.
Can't wait for the community to get that dream come true.
I bet.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm-
well, I mean, we've spoken a lot about
too much
community,
stuff
and
got
it just feels
shown.
like
I'm not
so
gonna
cool
lie.
You guys are so synced up with them. You're listening to the players all the time. But how has both of your teams kind of created tools for players of Grounded 2 to be part of this collaboration, or how can people watching at home kind of get involved with the feedback process too?
Discord/GG
We're
slash
up
Grounded the
pretty
Game.
much every social media platform out there. The primary one is Discord. The Grounded Game.
Yep,
on
there it
Discord,
is.
and we have a great community up there. That's also one of the places where it's easiest for people to go look at what does everybody else in the community say, and go ahead and like upvote ideas and
Very
discuss
true.
those ideas in great detail. And then we have a great community group of folks at Obsidian that go through everything. They respond to every single like customer comment.
Ground
and
2,
note and whatever.
that's just a game
We
preview,
try and
okay.
Make sure that people know that we are actually listening to them. We are already weekly getting together amongst our
Absolutely.
teams and going through all of this feedback and sorting it out and figuring out, hey, what is it that we want to do in the next week? What do we want to do in the next month? What is something that we want to try and do in 4 months? If we don't want to do it, let's talk to the community and see if there's something that's like close to that sort of like makes sense
Yep,
or we
yep.
can make work. So it's just a whole lot of things, and you know what? Props to the Grounded 1 team who like built this community.
Very
and
true.
allowed us to actually like, I don't know, follow in their footsteps on this,
Yeah.
because the community is on Grounded and Grounded 2 is just so supportive and so
I
great.
agree,
And,
yeah.
you
The
know,
community's
because
like great.
I think we try to interact with them constantly. We try to listen to them. We try and make changes that they want, and I think they appreciate that and are loved. And it's really something special. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
that was something everyone at the team at Eidos Montreal saw right away. That the story of the success of Grounded was that this community wasn't just rooting for the game; they were rooting for the team as well, and the team wasn't just trying to make this game in a bubble. They really wanted to collaborate with this community, and it's that healthy bond between them, that interdependence between them, that resulted in an amazing game. And so, of course, we want to replicate that success. Of course, we want to
From the
replicate
beginning.
that feeling for the community, and of course, we want to allow that to put us in a position to create the best version of Grounded 2 possible.
That's beautiful. That's so fun. Well, I have
I
some
agree.
ideas that I'll have to tell you afterwards off stage, but
Can't wait
I'm
to
gonna
hear
write them down yet, and
Yeah.
be sure to join that Discord as well to chat more Grounded. But
Discord.gg/grounded the
honestly, Parker,
game.
thank you so much. I've had just a blast talking about Grounded 2, and I can't wait for all the new updates that we've got as well.
Well, thank you for having
Yeah,
us. It was a
thank
blast.
you. Like
That-
being
get a
able
hint?
to just talk about the game and a situation like this is awesome.
Heck
Mhm.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. I mean, there's so much more to look forward to as Grounded 2 continues to grow. But for now, we go from the ground to the air to explore the
Okay.
biggest biome of all, Earth's atmospheric envelope. There's new places to go and new ways.
That's the end of
Do
that.
as well.
I want to have a look at the tarantula again. I just want to have a look at the tarantula again. Okay, let's skim through. Like,
Boss.
this looks terrifying. Look at that. Look at this. And it jumps down and just belly flops onto you. This, like, look how big it is. Look how small. Look how tiny the orb of it is compared to Axl. And then, like, you got Hoops here. The tiniest little thing. Like, this arena, I feel like the arena's too small. I feel like the arena, like, and when you're trying to run away from it, it comes around and it stops you. It's like, oh my. I gotta, like, I'm shocked. Okay, that's more the arena. We've seen a bit of the arena when I showed it off a week ago, but like, it's just sitting there lurking in the shadows. This, like, it's like, let me go back 5 seconds. Like, look at it. It is massive. Okay, it's like a wolf spider combo. Oh, it's been attacked on the back. It's got a scratch on its back. And it can pinch you down. Like, look, it's just, this thing is ginormous. I'm absolutely terrified. But I'm also kind of hyped. I'm actually very hyped. Like, look, it just belly flops in. Bang. You can see here, it's been wounded. So this might be its crit spot. I'm not exactly sure. This might be a crit spot. So bows might be the play. I'm not too sure. But, like, I doubt you'll stun this thing. This thing's like, look how big it is. Look at its, like, its talon is the same size as you. How are you going to kill this thing? How much HP is this thing going to have? Genuinely. Like, look at its fang. Its fang is probably twice the size of you. And it's got a massive screech. That thing looks sick. That screech looks absolutely crazy. And then it digs into the ground. Like, he's gone. He just dug into the ground and he's gone. I'm so hyped for this. They're using a bow. I think bows might be the play getting his crit spot there, but like, look at him. Look at it just crawl up to you. That thing is like, bro's Giga Chad walking towards Hoops. Like, I'm like, I don't know what to say. And then just stabs him. That's how he's going to one-shot you on woe mode. Like, it's so terrifying. Okay, it's got a 3-bite combo. And then what's he doing? He's just sitting there sniffing. Is that all the Axl we get? And then we get the community gardens. Like, okay, straight away. Devs, you cooked with Axl. Like, you cooked. Okay, let's take a look here. You guys can barely see. I'll move my cam down a little bit. Okay, I'll chuck me over here for a little bit. Alright, community gardens. We see over here sour wormholes, but the sour wormholes have melted. Because it's humid. We're in the greenhouse. It's going to be humid. So, it's going to be a hot biome. There's also, I didn't even notice this the first time, there's an ominous station here in the center. In this little tree pot. It looks like maybe lemons or limes. I would like to say maybe more limes instead of lemons. We got cactuses here like grounded one. We got another lab here. Looks like that's a pot. Like, it's so humid that these sour wormholes have melted. So it's going to be a sizzling biome. That is crazy. And then we got this stuff here. This one's more polished. We got Mysterious Stranger V here, or the whatever her name is. We got her here. Turn back, go away. So she's been here before. Looks like a light up here. What else can we see? Bit of a UV. Get some plants to parkour on. This might be the maze that Chris was talking about. I'm hyped. And I think that was it. They didn't show too much else. But, like, honestly, I thought they were going to show like a 30-second trailer and that was it. I didn't expect them to have this. Like, this thing. Wait. You can see without its aggro on you. It doesn't matter. I'm too hyped for this. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look at it. I can't. I'm shocked. Genuinely, I am shocked. It's massive. It's scary. It's going to kill us all. I cannot wait to play it. But I'm gonna leave it here. That's gonna be the end of today's video, guys. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, heck, even a comment down below. I'd really appreciate that. And I'm just super keen to play. Like, I just can't wait to play this. Yeah, I just can't wait to play it.